Atma Namaskaram. Siddha Vedam, the Moksha Sutram in English. Chapter 10.
Oh teacher, you stated that the mind is Vishnu, that is Sakti, that is the Jalam, that is the Suklam, and so on. Why is it that one entity itself came to be called by different names?
Yes, it is only one entity. There is no doubt in it. But since there takes place various changes to it, it has got various names. That is like this. The entity, which is the Akshara, the self, becomes the vacuum, the Akasa. That Akasa, the vacuum, is said to be Sadasiva. That is the Jyoti, which is the self. When there is vibration to the self, the Jyoti, it is said as Jiva. That Jiva is what is existing as the Atma, the spirit. That is the Deham. Out of this Deham originates as vapor, sweat, the Suklam, which is the Agnishwarupa. That Suklam is the mind, which is Jalamsam, that is the Vishnu. It is to that it is said to be as Sakti. That is why it is said that creation, preservation, and destruction are originating from the Sakti. If there is no Sakti, there will not be the creation, preservation, and annihilation. That Sakti is the Suklam. Without Suklam, no creation will be effected. Svedajam, being that Suklam, is the Brahmandam. It is like this. If there is no water in the ocean, it will not be called as ocean. Then it will be the most deep, vast, vacant place. Since there is water in it, it is called in the name of the ocean. In such ocean, there take shape some water bubbles. The reason for their formation is the motion of water as waves. If there is no motion in that water, there will not be the above said water bubble. That formed when waves strike are not bubbles but foam. Without that foam, there will not be the water bubbles. Hence, that originated from water is foam, and that originated from the foam is the water bubbles. Those water bubbles rise above the water and float rounded in the shape of egg and in the color of crystal. But as above water, the foam floats as water bubbles. In the same manner, suppose Akasa, just like the state of ocean without water. It is when there is water that it is called the ocean. Likewise, consider that Akasa is the ocean when it is filled up with Vayu, and that ocean is the ocean of Maya. It is said that out of the ocean form the foam when waves stroke. Like this, out of the striking of waves of water, which is the Vayu, this originates the foam of mind. It is said that the foam formed due to the waves strike in the ocean becomes water bubbles, gets rounded in the shape of egg and the color of crystal and floats on the water. Likewise, out of the motion of Vayu in the ocean of Maya originates the form of mind, and that mind becomes rounded into bubbles, get the shape of egg and the color of crystals, and floats as Ahamkara on the ocean of Maya. But it is only the water in the ocean that becomes the waves, foam, and bubbles and floats on the water. They are the same water in the ocean. If there is no water, there will be nothing like this. In the same manner, since there was Vayu in the Akasa, it is said as ocean of Maya, and due to the motion of waves in the ocean of Maya, they formed the foam of mind and the bubble of Ahamkara. Just as the water became foam and bubbles, Likewise, Vayu, the Jiva Sakti, became mind and Ahamkara. Just as the water bubbles floated in the water itself, but on its surface, so also the bubbles, the Ahamkara, floated in the Vayu itself, but on its surface. Since it was the color of crystal, it reflected through it, and without knowing its reality, it lay simply boasting, such as, I am above all others are below me. But the above said water bubble burst in no time and merges with water from where it originated. So also the bubble, which is the Ahamkara, without knowing itself, prides over, bursts in no time, and merges with Vayu, the Jiva Sakti, wherefrom it originated. It is only one entity that thus assumes different forms, since there took place various changes to it. According to those changes, it gave way to say various names. Thank you. Atma Namaskaram. End of chapter 10. For those who are willing to get initiation of Siddha Vidya, please contact our Chennai Siddha Vidya Nilayam Trust Head Office at Tamil Nadu, India. The address details are Chennai Siddha Vidya Nilayam Trust, 69 Sivaprakasam Road, Sivanandapuram, Vadamadurai via Periyapalayam. Postcode 601102. Contact phone number +91 9790 600015. Atma Namaskaram.